we'll be here to about 7:30. Tonight's in-studio guest, former Dragon Drake Powell.
Well, great. I'm glad to hear that. I talked to him on Friday night.
Oh, was he there at the game Friday?
Yes.
I missed him. I actually did run into Jaquan Thomas, which I did.
That's who I was talking about. I got it mixed up with who you just said.
Yeah,
yes, that's the one I talked to.
I think Drake Powell has got some receiving records as well, so I'm not for sure, but thanks to a historic night in Clinton Friday, the Dragons prevailed, and everybody seemed to be very happy with it.
Oh, I was beyond happy. I think it's the best night I've seen the Dragons have, and as far as one half is concerned. I really don't know if they would have lost anyone if that one half was the speedometer and odometer of what happened for the whole game. I have not seen a flawless second half to that degree. First half was nip and tuck and was nail-biting, and the second half, Clinton just pulverized Campbell County into the ground, literally.
Yes, and of course with Bryson Maddox, tell your guys he's cutting my hat. You're cutting our head off on our video feed.
How about that?
Brad, how is that? Hopefully it's better. But yes, Bryson Maddox had a historic night. Was it 3 rushing touchdowns? Set the record for all-time receiving.
And a punt return for a touchdown. And, of course, those others were, of course, receiving touchdowns. So 4 total touchdowns, 216 yards receiving, and 383 yards total all-purpose yards.
Yeah, and of course, Benjamin had a very good game, and I thought one of the most impressive defensive players in the game was obviously Jackson Harrell.
As Jackson Harrell had a fabulous game on defense, and he's up for Player of the Week on one of the 2 TV stations, and of course Bryce Maddox is on both TV stations, and Bryce Maddox was named the player of the game from Hammock's restaurant.
And let's just tell everybody what Hammock's player of the game gets.
And it's good too. It's a $50 gift certificate and all the food that you want. I mean, for $50, whether you want to split it between yourself and another or just beyond pig out.
Yeah, and that and some of their famous chicken salad up there. I mean, we want to thank Jason for stepping up and doing that this year, and his family, Danielle. They're just a great asset to our community, and of course our Pizza Express and our advertisers. This show wouldn't be possible. But I'm going to go ahead and let you take it away and kind of recap from what happened last week in the world of football.
Well, certainly. And what was a nail-biter in the first half, and one that Campbell County scored first. They actually got an onside kick and scored early on and had Clinton reeling for a little while. And Clinton only led at the half 18-15, and then outscored Campbell County 35-0 in the second half. It was about the best half of football that I have ever seen Clinton play, actually.
Yes, it was great. It was exciting. What was more exciting is, I had actually tried to coordinate something down there on the sidelines with the players. They made it happen.
Oh, that was good. Letting Jake have a big-time Gatorade bath.
Well, it wasn't Gatorade. It was ice cold. So I'm going to get his comments on that. He looked like he was definitely shocked. I think that his lips turned blue.
Well, and the one good thing about it, at least it was not in the wintertime, or he would have got burr frostbite.
Yeah, I don't think we could have waited till winter. So it was a good timing on his part. And, he would have had icicles on if he would have waited till wintertime.
That's for sure. Other games of interest on Thursday night, Sevier County 30, Greenville 27, Cherokee 28, Seymour 21. Actually, a lot of upsets around the area. Jefferson County walloped Science Hill 31-6. It was Morristown West over Morristown East 13-7. Kingston 34, Austin East 13. It was Farragut 25, Bearden 21. Oak Ridge Wildcats now 7-0. They defeated Bradley Central 10-7. Eagleton over Greenback 27-20. Carter over Heritage 28-25. Halls 20, West 17. That's who we're playing, of course, on Friday is at West. It was Oliver Springs and a nail-biter over Rockwood 28-27. Cofield 33, Oneida nothing. Central losing to Powell in a close one, 42-35. Powell still undefeated. Scott High School 50, Cumberland Gap 16. William Blunt 55, Carnes 30. Anderson County 28, Chattanooga Prep 8. East Hamilton 56, Ray County 33. CNK over Webb. First time they've defeated them since 2020. Also, it was Alcoa walloping Fulton 63-0. CNK 49, Webb 14. Gibbs 56, Lenore City 14. Maryville 46, and Hardin Valley 6. And I guess need to go on to some other things, and I'll tell you about upcoming games this week as we go.
Well, I tell you what really surprised me. It was a low-scoring affair, but the Oak Ridge Bradley Central game, it was 10-7. And I know our coworker crossover on the Merle side, he's the kicking coach for Oak Ridge. I know he's got to be proud of his Oak Ridge Wildcats.
Well, that certainly is true, and I know that the play-by-play gentleman, David Clary, who's a top-notch gentleman and a good friend of mine and good friend of yours, I wondered to begin with if they were going to have a difficult time with their schedule, and he says he thought they were going to be okay, and they definitely have been okay, that's for sure.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break, and we'll come back. I think we got some callers already calling in, so need to get Cookie on the phone lines there.
Go ahead and go to break.
Go to break.
Rogers Group. Who are they? Rogers Group is a family-owned business started in 1908 that operates in 7 states. Locally, they're in Oak Ridge and Campbell County. Rogers Group. What do they do? They offer high-quality products and services at competitive prices. They offer commercial and residential services, crushed stone, sand, gravel, asphalt paving, and road and bridge construction. Rogers Group. Where are they? 250 Union Valley Road in Oak Ridge and at 429 Queener Road in Jacksboro. Rogers Group, a local, family-owned, community-minded business. Clinton Home Center is now a destination for Milwaukee power tools. Clinton Home Center is now a Milwaukee dealer and one of the largest in more than a 50-mile radius. Some of the tools include nail guns, sawzalls, battery-operated power tools, and more. Things like blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and much, much more. Stop by Clinton Home Center and check out their brand new selection of Milwaukee tools, serving our community since 1953. Stop in at Clinton Home Center, 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway. Call 457-1593. 457-1593.
Need a waste solution that's as flexible as you are? Look no further than Coker Waste Solutions. Whether it's a small home project or a major construction site, we've got you covered with our 15, 20, 30, and 40-yard containers. Enjoy flexible rental periods, plus convenient pickup and delivery. We're committed to making waste management hassle-free. Visit cokerwaste.com or call 865-320-0018. Coker Waste Solutions, located at 2305 Clinton Highway in Powell, across from Claxton Elementary School. Cokerwaste.com.
Welcome back into the Pizza Express Tuesday night sports talk with me and Walt Stair here. Walt, I know that we just kind of recapped this past week in high school, but we did a special edition for the Little League football.
Oh, yeah. It was quite amazing. I felt like that I learned a lot of things on they have a 24-point rule. If at the end of the third quarter or any time in the fourth quarter you're up by 24 points, that's the end of the ball game. And that is for the 4, 5, 6, and 7-year-olds, the 8, 9, 10-year-olds, and the 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. They've got different JV hoppers, the hoppers, and the cutters.
Well, let me ask you this. Up there in the broadcast booth, did you scope out any potential talent for us for a future Dragons?
I actually saw I guess he's probably about 9 years old, Overbay youngster that is definitely quite good. And really both Hazelhurst players, which I think they're 9 and 11 respectively, they both run hard and do a good job. They've got deceptively good speed.
Yep. Well, we'd certainly like to hear the community's feedback on that to see if you would like for us to continue next year doing the broadcast for the little guys, the hoppers, cutters, peewees, and midgets, I believe it is. So,
well, I think they just have those 3 classifications:
okay.
The JV hoppers, the hoppers, and the cutters, because they go up to, I think it's, which they say there's not an actual weight limit, but I think there is. But if you're over 140 pounds, you have to wear a special sticker on your helmet.
Yeah. Well, I want to welcome in to some of our new followers here on Facebook. We got Linda Lockard and Lisa Davis, Happy Richards. Most of them are really affiliated with Clinton. But Walt, like I said, tonight's guest is Drake Powell, and I tell you what really amazes me is it's already been 10 years since he graduated. It seems like yesterday that Drake was out on the football field.
And I guess he was out there with the quarterback Thackerson,
I believe that was. So we're looking forward to having him as our in-studio guest. And, of course, what I'd like for the community, give us feedback, who you would like for us to bring on our sports talk show. We have a featured guest every week, and welcome in Wimp. He's always a weekly follower to our sports talk. So, but we've got some good stuff in store tonight. He's even watching on I guess my Facebook feed, or if you're tuned in, you can go to Comcast channel 1061 on BBB TV 12, as our feed will continue there until about 7 o'clock. We may go over if we get into some interesting talks with our guests tonight. So looking forward to what Coach Jake Dawson has to say about this past week's game, and a look ahead to West.
I think it all came together like I thought it would come together sooner, possibly in the Carnes game, and I was disappointed where that's concerned. And Central was just better than us as a general rule, but they really put it together in the second half. Like I don't know if I've ever seen that good of pounding, and I mean, on the defense only allowed 1.4 yards per carry, and you're going to beat just about everyone on the planet Earth if you do that. I mean, they had 20 carries. The team that they played, Campbell County, 20 carries for 28 yards. And I mean, they closed the door and slammed it.
Yes, they did. So, and I tell you what, there were some hard hits in that game, some head knocking, and just really physical game.
And it is. I was so proud of them in the second half. I was a little bit perturbed in the first half. I just we've got to get rid of these guys, and they put a pounding to them in the second half. That was just truly wonderful.
Yeah. Well, they were definitely giving us some trouble that first half, and like you said, thank goodness there's 2 halves to every game, so they definitely prevailed that second half and just dominated and made it a great night at the Dragon Den.
And I guess I can do a few of these until we get someone coming in. Clinton is at Knoxville West coming up on Friday. Dragons 1-4. West not much better than that. I don't know whether they're 1-4 or 2-4, but they have 4 losses, I'm sure of, and I'll double check on that. Gibbs is at Anderson County. Harriman is at Coalfield. William Blunt at Heritage, and a battle of Blunt County. Knox Hall's at Carnes. Men's Central at Kingston. Bearden at Oak Ridge. Oneida at Oliver Springs. Campbell County is at Powell. Also, Greenback at Wartburg Central. That's the games pretty much in our immediate vicinity or within our region. Also, other games will be Sweetwater at Austin East, Knoxville Grace at Boyd Buchanan, Cleveland at Bradley Central, Chattanooga Christian at CAK, Claiborne at Chucky Doak, Sevier County at Cocke County, South Green at Cumberland Gap, Jefferson County at Kingsport, Dobbins Bennett, Walker Valley at East Hamilton, Hardin Valley at Farragut, Cherokee at Greenville, North Green at Jellicoe, Knoxville Fulton at Knox Carter, Knoxville Central at Bend County, Science Hill at Morristown East, also Lenoir City at Ray County, Scott at Union, and Gatlinburg-Pittman at West Green. And also from last week, I felt like a lot of teams ended up winning that maybe shouldn't have, and there was a lot of general upsets in East Tennessee last week.
Well, I tell you, with this one thing is Central gave Powell all that they wanted. They just barely got by Central 42-35, I believe it was.
Yeah, and I pretty much picked that would be a real good game. I told the Central folks, hope you give those guys a tough game, the next week.
Okay, I'm trying to tune into Mike. He said 1081
and 1086.
At 1086.
1061 is what he said on TV.
Okay, apologize for that, Mike. Sorry for the wrong information. Thank you for correcting me. All right, you're the king.
He's right on the ball.
Yeah, he is. So that is channel, he said 1081, 1086. So if you're on Comcast, so I said 1061. Apologize for that. Sorry, Brad. But again, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break. I'm going to go ahead and jump in here and bring our in-studio guest in after this 2-minute break, and we'll go from there.
When you have a wreck, a good day can become a bad day in a hurry. But when it's time to get that car towed away, there is a number you need to know. 865-457-6927. Lowe's Tows. Did you know they work with all insurance agencies and body shops? And they can assist you throughout the whole process. Call 865-457-6927. If you need a tow, you need Lowe's Tows. 865-457-6927. They're locally owned and operated. They will tow anything, anywhere, from a Volkswagen to a semi-truck, from across the street to across the state. The stress of having a wreck is bad enough, so call Lowe's Tows, and that's one less thing you have to worry about. 614 Clint Avenue in Clinton. Call 865-457-6927 or find them on Facebook at Lowe's Tows.
Clinton Home Center is now a destination for Milwaukee power tools. Clinton Home Center is now a Milwaukee dealer and one of the largest in more than a 50-mile radius. Some of the tools include nail guns, sawzalls, battery-operated power tools, and more. Things like blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and much, much more. Stop by Clinton Home Center and check out their brand new selection of Milwaukee tools, serving our community since 1953. Stop in at Clinton Home Center, 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway. Call 457-1593. 457-1593.
Welcome back into the Pizza Express Tuesday Night Sports Talk. Just joining us in the studio is Drake Powell. Hey, Drake, welcome into Sports Talk tonight.
Thank you for having me, sir. A little closer here.
Yeah. Hey, I was just telling Walt before you came into the studios, it just seems like yesterday I'd seen you out on the field, but man, it's been 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
A little over.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing with your life since you graduated? I heard you say that you had actually went through the military. What branch did you serve?
I went to the Navy.
Navy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Was you on a ship? Did you?
No, I went to special operations training, basic underwater demolition SEAL training. Got to experience a little bit of that. It was the most fun you'd ever want to have again, kind of thing.
Well, I know that.
Thank you.
We do appreciate you for your service. A great move after high school for you. And, the Navy's always experienced. I got my years. I didn't get to serve in the armed forces, but I had my sights set on that. But diabetes got me on that. But I did spend 5 years down in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, on the United States Naval Base. So I got my military training.
Nice.
Coming straight out of East Tennessee. It was definitely a change. Different culture, different country. Just military lifestyle, but man, how blessed I am to be able to experience that as a kid. It gives me all the respect for our military men that have served into our armed forces. And it was, like I said, it was a great experience.
Yep, it really is.
Just wanted to let you know that last Friday was a historic night. Bryson Maddox was our leading. He set the record for leading reception yard.
Nice.
I think Jaquan, you did some receiving there.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. Now, who were some of the players that was on your team at the time?
So I only played 2 years at Clinton, my junior and senior year. So my junior year, it was Alex Willard at quarterback, Steven Antonelli. Let's see here.
Was it Weston on that team?
No, Weston was a little bit before me.
I lose track of time. So
Nick Richmond, Dusty, Gunnar Hedges, those guys. And then my senior year, Tyler Thackerson was a sophomore.
okay.
So he was my quarterback. And Jaquan was coming in. He was a freshman. Aaron Watson, Aaron Bailey, all those guys were my senior year.
And it was Coach
Kerr.
Coach
And,
Kerr.
yeah, Coach Kerr.
Okay. Was there a transition from Kerr? Or you played all?
I played 2 years under Kerr, and then after that I went to ESU and played.
Okay.
Buccaneer, 4 years, first team back.
So what was it like transitioning from high school over to college, trying to learn the plays and the techniques on the college level?
The best way I know how to explain it is it goes from a hobby to a full-time job. In the sense of meetings, workouts, more meetings, practice, week to week, what are you going to pull from your playbook that matches best up with their defense? Things along that nature. It's a lot more of a mental game than it is a physical game. High school, you can kind of run past people, not have to watch a whole lot of film. At the collegiate level, excuse me, you had to study a little bit more. What I played receiver there too, so I had to realize, pick up on defensive backs' tendencies. If they line up in this, he's going to do that. If he's in my face in this front, he's going to press me. If he's in my face in another front, he's bailing. Everything's kind of, you have, instead of a route that you're going to run on that play, everything is a man route and a zone route. So I had routes, if they were man coverage, I ran it like they were man coverage. If they're in zone, I ran the same route, but I'd stop in the middle of the zone. I mean, so you just kind of have on, and that's where you have to have a really good relationship with your quarterback, and that's where all that extra practice comes in.
Yep. Next question I have for you is, what was it like your year that you was being recruited? I mean, what was that feeling like to know that you were going to be going to the next one?
It was a little surreal. I went into my senior year with only one offer, and it was from Austin Peay. So I knew I had to have a big senior year, and by the grace of God, I did. They threw me the ball, I think, 95 times that year.
Wow.
I think I was 7th or 8th in the state. I was unaware of this until a couple weeks ago. Somebody sent it to me. But 7th in the state all time.
Wow.
For receptions in a season. Fact check me on that. It was sent to me, third party. I didn't look it up myself.
Well, we can always research that and go to Dan McWilliams with the Courier News. He does have all the stats.
Like I said, I didn't look it up. Somebody sent that to me, but that, I had a big year.
Well, that's something that we do want to research. After I posted that for Bryce Mannix, Tony, the gunslinger Colston, which is a phenomenal person.
Oh yeah.
He was asking, well, who holds the single season record? So you may be on up there. So.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, that was told to me, but where I was going with it was, by the grace of God, I did have a good a big year. So then I thought I was going to the Naval Academy, and that didn't come to fruition. So I had, some looks from UT, didn't come to fruition. UCLA wanted me to go out there as a preferred walk-on, and then the first person that dropped, I would get their scholarship. Well, I wasn't moving across the country off of a hope and a dream and a little bit of a promise. So long story short, a friend of mine, a family member of mine, played baseball with Coach Torbush on a men's league.
Oh, okay.
He says, hey, are you looking at anybody from Clinton? He says, yeah, there's a guy named Drake Powell. He says, that's my nephew by marriage. You should go talk to him. The next day, Coach Taylor was at the school. The next week, I believe, I was in Johnson City. And then the next week, I decommitted from the Naval Academy and committed to ETSU, and that was it.
That was it. Okay. Well, I'm sure your years as a Dragons is great memories.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Let me ask you as to what was one of your most memorable games at Clinton.
Ooh. Most memorable. The most memorable one, the most exciting, was one that we lost, unfortunately. And it was Central. And Jawan Stinson caught a Hail Mary. My future roommate, or not roommate, teammate at ETSU, by the way. But he caught a Hail Mary with 10 seconds left, and it put the game to 63-60.
Wow, that was a high-scoring affair. I do.
And it wasn't no overtimes, nothing like that. But it was just kind of just me and Jawan running back and forth up the field. Aaron Bailey had a big game that day. Tyler threw for an ungodly amount. And that was, once again, somebody sent me a picture of this in the new indoor facility. They said that I broke yards in a game record that game, and it was 290. You're shaking your head at me like, okay.
Yeah, you're flexing.
Okay, so I had no, unbeknownst to me, I need to go check it out, I guess.
The man's right out there.
So, I get all these things sent to me, and I was in San Diego. I had no idea that none of this, all this was going on, so it's kind of cool. But I guess I broke the yards in a game record that game. So that was a huge, and I just remember, guys coming to the game that I played with the year before that had graduated, and they're up there, stomping their feet. It was just an electric feel to that game, and I hate that we came out on the bottom side of it. And Stinson told me every day for 4 years how he beat me.
When you went to East Tennessee State, did you ever come across playing up against any of your teammates that went to Clinton or somebody that had went to Clinton? So, I know because Stackerson, he went over to
Carson Newman. Yeah. I don't think anybody from Clinton went with me. Stephen Antonelli ended up. He went to the University of Cumberland, and then when I went to ETSU, he transferred over and walked on at ETSU. So he played with me over there. Matthew Pike played with me over there.
Okay.
We kind of just switched places. I transferred from AC to Clinton. He transferred from Clinton to AC. So he played with me all 4 years over there.
Okay.
I think that was the only two that showed up and stayed all 4 of my years.
Gotcha. Well, I was just checking on here, see if anybody had any questions. I'm gonna, if you're okay, I'm gonna open the lines up. If anybody'd like to call, ask some questions, maybe leave a few comments, if they can remember when you played back in the day, and feel free to give us a call, 865-457-1380. But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a 1 minute break and then come back and start back the interview.
Derail your hunger in a hurry with Pizza Express. Here's Kathy with Pizza Express.
We prepare our dough every day from scratch. We make our sauce every day. We cut fresh vegetables.
Kathy, what kind of pizzas do you have?
Supreme, the meat lovers, the taco, the pepper cheddar, the sizzler, the loaded baked potato, our garden feta.
Those sound great. How about sandwiches?
We have an Italian, steak and cheese, hot ham and cheese, a barbecue sub, a chicken bacon ranch.
Sides?
We have french fries, onion rings, potato skins, potato wedges, fried mushrooms, fried pickles, and jalapeno poppers.
How about dessert?
We have chocolate cake, carrot cake, tiramisu, cheesecake, baklava.
How about prices?
We have a large 2-topping for $12.99. We also have 2 large 2-topping pizzas and breadsticks for $27.99. Or you can get 2 specialty pizzas for $38.99.
And right now, for all WYSH or Merle listeners, get 1 large up to 10-topping pizza with breadsticks for only $25 to celebrate Pizza Express's 25th year in business. Call 865-463-0011. That's 865-463-0011. Pizza Express.
Let us derail your hunger in a hurry.
Online at pizzaexpressclinton.com.
Welcome back into the Pizza Express Tuesday Night Sports Talk. In studio with us right now is Drake Powell, and I think that we're going to go ahead and open the phone lines up. I think we may have a caller coming in.
All right.
Okay, Mike, go ahead.
Hey, okay then. I was just going to tell Drake there, I didn't know if he was aware of it or not. I don't know. Was Coach Torbush there all 4 years while you were at ETSU?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was there all.
Okay. I don't know if you realize it or not, but he was an All-American baseball player.
Oh, yeah.
At Carson Newman.
He let us know all the time how he was.
And I didn't even know that until my son, he played up at Carson Newman for 2 years, and Coach Torbush come up there, and I got the chance to talk to him there. He was an outstanding catcher back in his day.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. With him being, I guess maybe he played some football too or something. I don't know how he got into coaching football after being that good in baseball, but that little tidbit I was going to share with you. I didn't know if you was aware of that or not.
Oh, yeah, we called him the pride of Austin East.
Okay, then. Do you still have any contact with him to this day?
He passed away in 2023.
Okay, I don't even know what he's into nowadays.
Oh, well.
But he was like I say, he was a heck of a baseball player. I appreciate you coming up on the show today, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike.
All right, see you.
All right. Yeah, Mike, he stays connected into. He can tell you from coaches all around the world, so he stays connected with it. So
I think he was Coach Torbush. I think he was a 3-sport athlete. I think track, baseball, football goes to Carson Newman, and then he bounced around. He was the head coach at North Carolina. He coached Julius Peppers at North Carolina.
Yeah, okay.
Texas A&M. He had some big gigs.
Oh, wow. Now, did you play basketball?
I did.
Oh, that's what I thought. I remember. So you played for Lockard back.
Oh, yeah. Wild man.
Yes.
I love him to death.
Yeah, he's a good one. So we're looking forward to the basketball season. I hear they're supposed to be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. It starts November 22nd.
November the 20th.
Right here at it.
November 22nd. We're not doing the first ones. The girls are just being only at Austin East November 19th, but we're going to start girls and boys November 22nd at Lenore City Hall of Fame.
All right. Well, let's look forward to it. Looking forward to West. But Drake, I want to tell you thank you for coming in, sharing your memories there with us, and thank you for what you instilled into the Dragon program. And I do want to let you know that within the next week, we will be wrapping up our top 100 Dragon poll. So if you've not voted, this is your last week to vote. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Drake, you're right up there though, with our top 100 with our community-wide survey that we've put out there. So
that's cool.
So, we'll go ahead and do. Is there anything else you'd like to add tonight? Anything you'd like to say? Or?
No, sir. Thanks for having me.
Hey, we appreciate
Go Dragons.
it. Go Dragons. And we hope to get you down there for the Powell-Clinton game. We need all the support we can get.
Let's do it.
All
October
right.
24th. Probably make that happen.
All right. All right, we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break. We'll bring in our player of the week interview, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Rogers Group. Who are they? Rogers Group is a family-owned business started in 1908 that operates in 7 states. Locally, they're in Oak Ridge and Campbell County. Rogers Group. What do they do? They offer high-quality products and services at competitive prices. They offer commercial and residential services, crushed stone, sand, gravel, asphalt paving, and road and bridge construction. Rogers Group. Where are they? 250 Union Valley Road in Oak Ridge and at 429 Queener Road in Jacksboro. Rogers Group. A local, family-owned, community-minded business.
When you have a wreck, a good day can become a bad day in a hurry. But when it's time to get that car towed away, there is a number you need to know. 865-457-6927. Lowe's Tows. Did you know they work with all insurance agencies and body shops? And they can assist you throughout the whole process. Call 865-457-6927. If you need a tow, you need Lowe's Tows. 865-457-6927. They're locally owned and operated. They will tow anything, anywhere. From a Volkswagen to a semi-truck, from across the street to across the state. The stress of having a wreck is bad enough, so call Lowe's Tows, and that's one less thing you have to worry about. 614 Clinch Avenue in Clinton. Call 865-457-6927 or find them on Facebook at Lowe's Tows.
Clinton Home Center is now a destination for Milwaukee power tools. Clinton Home Center is now a Milwaukee dealer and one of the largest in more than a 50-mile radius. Some of the tools include nail guns, sawzalls, battery-operated power tools, and more. Things like blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and much, much more. Stop by Clinton Home Center and check out their brand new selection of Milwaukee tools, serving our community since 1953. Stop in at Clinton Home Center, 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway. Call 457-1593. 457-1593.
Half of football,
Welcome back into the Pizza Express Tuesday Night Sports Talk, and we just had Drake Powell on, and now we have Connor Bayless. Hey, welcome into tonight's show.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, how you feeling after Friday night's game?
No, I feel great. It's very refreshing after getting a win and just, it's a good feeling.
And for those that don't know you, just tell them what number you are, what position you play, and what year you are.
Number 12, I'll play free safety, and I'm a senior.
So you did some head knocking on Friday.
Just a little bit.
And now I think that, I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. I kind of helped orchestrate on the sidelines to maybe give Coach Dawson that ice bath. And was you part of that?
No, I was out on the field, actually. I looked over to my left, and I just seen him getting doused, and I'm just like, it's deserving.
I felt I felt a little ice chill on that myself. But, man, I was like, I looked at Jake, and his lips turned blue, man.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'm with it, too.
But, hey, the price you pay for a victory, huh?
I ain't got to.
Maybe we can do that more often. And like I said, but Connor, let me ask you, what's your mentality going in for next week's game against West?
Just to dominate, just step it up even more than we did Friday night. Just be better. We get 1% better every day. 1%.
So what did you learn from the Campbell County game going into this week's game with Central?
Rally to the football. Just play your game. Stay out of your head. Just really be poised and just be calm.
Yeah. So, do you feel that there is a opportunity for y'all, if you stay course, that you're going to be in the playoffs?
Of course. I really do have a feeling that we will win out, honestly. Going into these next few weeks, we just got to lock in and just play our best game possible. We got a bunch of good players. We struggled on the front line, I'm not going to lie, because it's just we're not disciplined. And, we're pushing that every single day and just getting into our players' heads that we need to be disciplined and just, play our game.
Prevail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. Well, who are some of your players that you actually gel with on the team? Who's your bud, man? Who do you hang out with?
Bryson Maddox, Ryan Jones and Kason Hendricks a lot of my time. But, you know, everybody's really my guys. I just spend my time with everybody from here and there, you know, just I like to share the love. So everybody gets like
so you guys are just a full unit, which, you know, you can see your team grow and everybody coming together with that. You know, I've watched it on the sidelines before where teammates are arguing with everybody, and you know that's kind of went away from my view, and you know that is that's something that is going to help you all along the way. Is being one unit, and you know I like your all's motto this year, and hope that you guys stay course with everything that. You have learned from up to this point, but let me ask you this: how long have you been playing football?
It's been a while. I started playing since I was about 11 in Optimus Clinton League. You know, those days playing South Clinton, Negaff, all those teams. It's just been great. I love Clinton. I've been here my whole life. It's just really like one big family, you know. Just being with my guys. I've played with some of these guys my whole life. Jackson Harrell, you know him, of course. But yeah, we grew up playing together.
Well, and I'm sure you've stayed true to your alma mater. You've came through the Clinton ranks, played the middle school to the high school, you know, and that just that shows your love for Clinton, and I appreciate that. Do you ever get to go out to any of the Little League games or some of these kids that look up to you? What do you tell them?
You know, usually I don't get to go out and support on the weekends because I'm usually working. You know, I got to get some money. But, you know, they're at our games sometimes, and when we're just coming through shaking their hands, you know, tell them what weekend the game. So
do you look to further your career at high school?
I do. I've had a few coaches text me, you know, just starting to get into contact. Honestly, my recruiting didn't start until, I'd say, a few weeks ago, honestly. I just had a Mussingum from Ohio. Their coaches texted me yesterday. I've been in contact with him.
What would be the perfect school for you to go to?
Somewhere not too far, but not too close at the same time, to be honest, because I want to see what's out there. You know, there's more to this life than just Knoxville, Tennessee.
Well, is there anything that you'd like to add that we've not covered here that you'd like for people to know about you that I haven't asked that question about?
Not really. I mean, you've hit it on all the marks.
What are your favorite subjects? Who's your favorite teacher?
I might get chewed out for this a little bit, but I say Coach Oliver. He have him our football club. Just teaches football basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like a free for us, but we work out in the morning as well and just get a little pump in.
Have you had any interceptions this year for a run back?
No, not this year, not yet.
Not yet. Best is yet to come, right?
Exactly. Season's not over.
Yeah. Well, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead. If there's anything else that you'd like to add, say, you know, feel free to do so. If not, we'll go ahead and take a 2-minute break and bring Coach Dawson on.
Got one more thing.
One more.
When all else fails, go Dragons.
Sir.
Traditions. They mean a lot. We have tradition with the Clinton Dragons, and we have the tradition of Hoskins Drugstore Soda Fountain, serving Clinton in our area since 1930. So if you need your prescription filled, or if you're just looking for breakfast, lunch, ice cream, or something from the soda fountain, bring your family to Hoskins and start your own tradition. 111 North Main Street in Clinton. Or you can find them online at HoskinsDrugStoreAndSodaFountain.com. Call 865-457-4340. Hoskins Drugstore and Soda Fountain in historic downtown Clinton.
Your project deadline is looming. You need heavy-duty equipment, fast. dozers, excavators, forklifts, backhoes, generators, tools, and more. Coker Rental Company has it all. Locally owned and operated, we're here to support your needs. Conveniently located at 2305 Clinton Highway in Powell, across from Claxton Elementary School. Visit us online at rentcoker.com or call 865-302-3200. Coker Rental Company, your project partner. Visit rentcoker.com.
Welcome back into the Pizza Express Tuesday Night Sports Talk. And just wrapping it up was Connor Bayless, one of the seniors from the football team. And then just joining in right now is Coach Jake Dawson. Jake Dawson, it's a great Tuesday night.
Yeah, I've been able to get a little bit of sleep, first time in a couple months.
Well, what time did you get to go to bed after that? Was you really wired up after the game, or did you?
I'm kind of different. I'll drink a cup of coffee before I go to sleep at night.
Oh, wow.
So I'm kind of weird. So, but I got home. I guess it's about 1:30 in the morning, and I was out pretty quickly.
Huh.
And was up the next day about 8:15. So.
Well, did you have to get a blanket to warm you up a little bit after that game?
Yeah, going over to the stadium, I was looking, I'm packing my bag, kind of computer and sheets and all that stuff, and I'm like, do I want to throw in a change of clothes? And I'm like, I feel like if I do that, I'll jinx it. So I left that back at the complex, so I had to ride back over there. I was soaking wet, but it was all right.
Well, I just want to tell you, I told those players I didn't want to jinx it, didn't get too far ahead, but once we got up about 2 or 3 scores, I said, I think this is comfortable to go ahead and start organizing. And the players was like, we ain't got no ice. Hey, go get the ice. So we got the ice, got the water. There was no water as well. So
nice.
But I think Benjamin was one of the persons behind
instigators.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. But like I said, we'll take that for many years to come. So hopefully we'll get some sweet victories that we can just ice you down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Week in, week out.
Yeah, I can always get warm. I'm okay with that.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Walt, let you ask some of the questions there for him. And, what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and get on out of the way here.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a winner to me.
All right.
Okay. Well, Coach, I'll come back to that in just a second, but wanted to talk a little bit about the youngsters, your future Dragons that you may have in the coming years. We got on the radio on Saturday, actually do 3 of those games, the JV Hoppers, the Hoppers, and the Cutters. And I knew you were there, but I never could get a hold of you to get you up there to talk to us. But hopefully we'll be able to do some of those in the future. There look like a lot of future Dragons there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were coming up to me, saying, thanks for coming and stuff's awesome. But, for me, I just love watching football. So if there's a football game happening on that field, I'm probably going to be there. I like watching football. I like watching people representing Clinton, in any capacity. If there's a football game there, I'm probably going to be there watching.
Did you see anyone that looks like a future prospect? I know a lot of things happen over time and this, that, or the other, but I saw a couple of the Hazelhurst boys and also an Overbay child that they were doing pretty good out there.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. If you start naming, you start forgetting people.
Yeah.
That Cutters team, is people you mentioned are going to be some great players. There's a lot more. I hope that those kids, I hope they just enjoy it. Thinking back, even just in my life, that's some of the best times of your life is just playing football with your guys, and that's about as pure football as you're going to find. So, I just hope and pray those guys enjoy it.
And we'll switch gears on to the Clinton-Campbell County game. Are you going to bottle whatever happened in the second half and what you told your players at the half? I've been around off and on and have heard about Clinton football, either being there or hearing about what had happened since about, 1966. I have never seen Clinton play that good in a particular half. The first half was scary, but the second half as it went, you took a sledgehammer to Campbell County.
Yeah, I told him after the game, you never want to be somebody or something that's a flash in the pan. We feel like we have a chance to be very explosive on offense and defense, but where we had to improve is sustaining drives and rallying the football and slowing other people from sustaining drives. So, I tell our kids all the time, I feel like we're getting better every week. I was happy for our guys to be able to get a win, but in the whole grand scheme of things, the only win that matters is the next one. So that's kind of our philosophy right now.
Have you looked at anything, or was anything in particular magic about that second half, or it just sort of all came together, or what was what about it?
I mean, we just played assignment football. We didn't have the pre-snap, post-play stuff. We didn't have, the mistakes you make in camp. We played assignment football. Kids did a good job. I thought coaches did a great job. We just, one of those halves, we put it together. So, hopefully we have a lot more of those.
And if you can change the script to what happened with Campbell County, they had 20 rushes for 28 yards, 1.4 yards per carry. And, they just kept on going with that one guy. Can't remember his name right off. I want to say it was Bradshaw, but he kept on, and he was gaining 1.4 yards on an average, and a lot of times you threw him for a loss.
Yeah, defense did a great job. Defensive box. I'm glad those guys are able to have a great performance. They've taken some lumps this year, but those kids deserve it. They deserve to, feel great. And they did a great job. I'm super proud of them.
Is there any particular recipe that you changed on defense, not to take away from your game plan or anything, but is anything a little bit changed?
Not really. Like I said, we played assignment football, and the good thing is we preach to the kids. It's like we're waiting on that to break. We're waiting on it to click, and now for us to have some film to point to, it's like, hey, this is how you do it. Is awesome for us for teachers. And then kids, it's nice to see the fruits of your labor. So I'm very happy for those guys.
And I know, actually, somehow I've got my notes over there, so I don't have my notes in front of me. But there is Knoxville West running back that gained 243 yards in the Halls game. And I don't have his name in front of me, but I know he gained 243 yards and 2 touchdowns. I'm sure you'll be keying on him.
Oh, yeah. They have 2 or 3 running backs that are fantastic players. That kind of goes right along with the tradition of Knox West football having tailbacks, especially the last half decade. So it's a really talented football team, really well-coached football team. So it'll be a challenge for sure.
Any particular injuries from last Friday night's game?
We're pretty healthy.
I'm certainly glad to hear that. And I guess we need a little bit more talk about Bryson Maddox and the tremendous night he had along with all of your Dragons. It was a full team effort, but he broke some records.
He did, broke the career receiving yards record. He's really close to breaking a couple more. I think he's right at breaking the career receiving touchdowns record and a bunch of different things. But, hey, man, he's a fantastic kid. I think people in the facility, they love Bryson. But, he's a kid. He deserves everything he's got. He's earned everything he's got. So it's a tremendous blessing to have that kid in the locker room. He elevates a lot of people. So I'm very, very happy for him. He's a kid that he don't want the personal recognition, but when it comes, it is truly deserving. So I'm very happy for him.
And I know, of course, Tankedown West, they're not having as normal a year as they generally have. I'd say with the high you guys are on, you all could certainly pull an upset, and you definitely control your own destiny.
Yeah, I think so. I think, we're going into the game. We tell the kids, we're not going to play with the pressure. It's not the way you want to play. We're just going to play football. I told them a couple weeks ago, man, just sit here, close your eyes, imagine you're playing Little League football, you're playing with your guys. It's the same game. So, I'm hoping we have a really fun night, Friday night. I'm looking forward to it.
And it seems like on defense, in particular, Harrell is standing out a lot, along with Witt and a lot of other guys that you can name them. It seems like I'm calling their names, and my wife shows me who's making tackles, and it seems like Harrell is always at the top of the list.
Doing a great job. He's a physical, thick Mike linebacker. He's what everybody wants in a mock linebacker. I think he finished Friday with 16 or 17 tackles. I think Noah Witt was in double digits too. Like I said, we had to continue to do a good job around in the football, and I think second half we did that.
I'm just amazed to have the 1.4 yards per carry, 20, and Dan showed me that the 20 carries that they had for 28 yards, Campbell County. That's something you ought to put up on the wall and be proud of.
Yeah, for sure.
Coach, good to talk to you as per usual, and we'll look forward to Friday night and a big win over Knoxville West. Yep. And I think it's time to happen.
I think so too. I'm tired of waiting.
Okay, are we going to the phone? You got a phone call? Oh, you don't have a phone call. But tell you what, we'll take a 2-minute break and be back with a final word. And hopefully, if you want to call and want to talk to Coach Dawson, give us a call at 865-457-1380.
Derail your hunger in a hurry with Pizza Express. Here's Kathy with Pizza Express.
We prepare our dough every day from scratch. We make our sauce every day. We cut fresh vegetables.
Kathy, what kind of pizzas do you have?
Supreme, a meat lovers, the taco, the pepper cheddar, the sizzler, the loaded baked potato, our garden feta.
Those sound great. How about sandwiches?
We have an Italian, steak and cheese, hot ham and cheese, a barbecue sub, a chicken bacon ranch.
Sides?
We have french fries, onion rings, potato skins, potato wedges, fried mushrooms, fried pickles, and jalapeno poppers.
How about dessert?
We have chocolate cake, carrot cake, tiramisu, cheesecake, baklava.
How about prices?
We have a large 2-topping for $12.99. We also have 2 large 2-topping pizzas and breadsticks for $27.99. Specialty pizzas for $38.99.
And right now, for all WYSH or Merle listeners, get 1 large up to 10-topping pizza with breadsticks for only $25 to celebrate Pizza Express's 25th year in business. Call 865-463-0011. That's 865-463-0011. Pizza Express.
Let us derail your hunger in a hurry.
Online at pizzaexpressclinton.com.
We ended our Tuesday with a few showers and thunderstorms, but as we head through the rest of the week, it looks like it's going to be nice, quiet, dry, and comfortable. Yes, a ridge of high pressure builds in from Canada. That's going to drop our temps from the 80s down into the 70s with possible rain on Sunday. This forecast is brought to you by Master Battery. Listen, they've got the best prices in town guaranteed. They've been here for more than 40 years, and they have what you need when you need it. Give them a call today, 865-947-1500. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center for AM 1380, FM 101.1, and FM 99.5 WYSH.
And back to the Pizza Express Tuesday night sports talk, and in the studio, the head coach of the Clinton High School Dragons, Coach